People call me, the ones that are close enough to me, or if you call me Pastor Jerome. Whatever it is, what I'm saying is this: you cannot get loosed from what you won't let go. Many people that I know have tremendous problems with substance abuse or dysfunctional behavior because of a situation that happened sometimes past. Not now, but maybe past divorce. Maybe a death in the family, maybe the loss of notoriety or the loss of a job or a particular financial status. And just because they don't make quite as much as they did then, or don't have a specific person in their life, they're holding on to that one occurrence. And that one occurrence keeps us so many times stuck in a situation that could be so much better if we would just only pay attention to the simple fact that if God woke us up, He knows where we are. And I should be going forward, but I'm holding on to this one thing that I lost, and I equate my entire value on that thing that I used to do, or that person I used to be, or that person I used to have. And sometimes in the case of a death, the person that you may be mourning may be on the streets of gold, and here you are hurting yourself because of a person that's in the greatest situation that they ever could be in now. But yet and still, although they're doing as good as they're doing, here we are hurting ourselves day after day, day in and day out, zoning out, taking substances, acting out dysfunctionally, and doing things that bring us hurt and harm, while the person we're worried about is walking on the streets of gold, is in a place that they've always wanted to be in, where there's no more hurting, no more crying, no more trouble. And see, that I'm ministering to you right now. I'm talking to you right now. Let it go. Let it go. I know it is not doing that person justice that has gone on before you. And all it's like is they caught a bus to a specific place that you're going to one day too. Yes, you're going to go too. It's just as if I was here and I caught a bus downtown, and I caught the bus before you. Later on, if you got a ticket to ride, you can get on the same bus and come to the same place I am as soon as the schedule comes around. And believe me, if you live in this life, your schedule will come up also. But you have to know that to live is going to be here in your existence, but to die is going to be where your loved one is. And you need to go there, okay? Thank you. So, just what are you holding on to? What are you holding on to that you should let go so that you can go forward in your life? You think about it. You think about it. What is it that you use to make a decision to act out dysfunctionally? What is it that you use to make a decision to drink or to smoke or to inject yourself or to engage in a behavior that eventually leads you to your ultimate bad behavior that gets you in the situation that you're in right now? What is it? Is it a death of someone? Is it a divorce? Is it low self-esteem? Is it my father acted a way with me that hurt my feelings? I don't think that I deserve a good life. What is it that the enemy is using against you and has you now to where you're stuck? And God is trying to get you from one point to a place that He already has prepared for you, that has everything in it that you needed. Because just like a good father, you know, we good fathers want to do well for our children. We want to leave them an inheritance, and we want to set up things for them to just walk into or waltz into that are already set up for them, that they walk into prosperity and they walk into a car. You know, some people, when your children graduate, you want to get them a car. Well, God already has what you need. He put it in the earth before you got here. He made provision for you to go where He wants you to go. But if on the way a specific thing happens to you. On your way to your provision, someone dies. On your way to your provision, a catastrophic incident comes that moves you from city to city. On the way, if someone dies in a war, on the way, if someone leaves you by manner of divorce, if on the way someone hurts you or does something that seemingly disrespects you, but really honestly is them disrespecting yourself, and you get stuck on that situation, if you don't get loosed from that situation, you'll stay in the situation that you're in for the rest of your life. Now, I'm going to tell you, I love my wife. I love people. I love my brother. God said that we should love one another. But I just have to understand, I just got to let you know that I love myself enough to understand that if someone does something disrespectful to me, they're really disrespecting themselves. Because really, in order for a person to stab you with a knife, they have to have the knife. If I didn't have a knife to stab you with, I couldn't stab you. Now, come on, don't get afraid, because I know we may be in a situation